What if the key to a better life isn't doing more but doing less? Not more productivity, not more hustle, not more control, just less. In Meditations for Mortals, Oliver Burkeman offers a daily invitation to pause, to remember that life is short, and that's exactly why it matters. Each page delivers a quiet jolt of clarity, sometimes gentle, sometimes brutal, but always true. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, stuck in the race for more, or unsure what it really means to live with intention, this book might just change how you see everything. So take a breath and stick around. Here are 10 insights that could shift how you think about time, purpose, and what actually matters. Hey there, welcome back to the channel where we unpack big ideas that make life feel a little lighter and a lot more meaningful. Today, we're diving into Meditations for Mortals by Oliver Burkeman, the same mind behind the best-selling 4,000 Weeks. But this isn't your typical self-help book. It's quiet, reflective, even a bit unsettling at times. It offers 52 short, philosophical meditations, one for each week of the year, crafted to help you face one powerful truth. Life is short, and that's not a problem to fix, it's a fact to live by. Burkeman doesn't tell you how to optimize your life, he asks you to feel it more deeply. So what makes this book a rare gem in today's world of endless productivity hacks? Let's break it down. So, what's the central idea? Simple and a little uncomfortable. Time is limited, painfully limited, and instead of obsessing over how to manage it all perfectly, Oliver Burkeman invites us to do something far more radical. Embrace the fact that we won't get to everything. In Meditations for Mortals, he offers a new lens on the way we think about our time, our schedules, our goals, our endless to-do lists, even our fear of death, but not to scare us, to free us. Because when you stop pretending, you'll someday find the perfect system or the perfect balance. Something powerful happens. You start choosing more intentionally. You focus on what truly matters, and you begin to live, not just plan. It's not about doing more, it's about being here fully. And that's the point. 1. You will never get everything done. We live in a culture obsessed with productivity. Everywhere you look, there's another life hack, another app, another strategy promising to help you do more, faster, better. But Oliver Burkeman offers a quiet, counterintuitive reminder: no matter how efficient you become, no matter how many systems you master, you'll never finish it all. And oddly enough, that realization isn't depressing, it's freeing. Because when you stop chasing the illusion of total control, of inbox zero, perfect balance, or the ever-elusive done-ness, you start to see your time more clearly. You stop trying to do everything, and instead, you begin asking, what actually matters? What's worth my limited time, energy, and attention? That shift from doing more to choosing better might just be the most productive move of all. 2. You don't need to use your time wisely. Ever feel guilty for doing nothing? You're not alone. In a world that idolizes hustle, we're constantly told that every moment should be optimized, scheduled, used. But Oliver Burkeman flips that idea on its head. He argues that our obsession with using time well has a hidden cost. It turns life into a project, something to be managed, measured, and maximize, instead of something to live. Because time isn't a tool. It's not a resource to spend wisely or waste foolishly. It's the very medium of your life. And when you see it that way, doing nothing starts to look different. It's not laziness. It's presence. It's space. It's being alive without needing to earn it. So maybe the point isn't to squeeze every second dry, but to learn how to be in it fully. 3. Finitude is free. Knowing you only have so many days on Earth, that should feel terrifying, right? But here's the twist. It's actually one of the most empowering truths you can face. Because once you truly accept that your time is limited, that you can't do it all, can't be it all, and won't get to everything, something unexpected happens. You stop trying to live up to every expectation. You stop chasing every opportunity. You stop saying yes just to avoid guilt. And in that space, You start saying no more easily. You protect your time, your energy, your peace. Your yes becomes sacred, intentional, grounded, true. And that's real freedom, not having endless options, but knowing what matters enough to choose. When you embrace your limits, you start living with depth instead of pressure, and maybe that's the whole point. 4. Death makes life more valuable. One of the book's most powerful themes is this. Death isn't the opposite of life. It's what gives life its shape, its urgency, its meaning. We like to think we procrastinate because we have time. But often, it's not about time at all. It's fear. Fear of starting. Fear of choosing the wrong thing. Fear of facing how little time we really do have. In Meditations for Mortals, Oliver Burkeman invites us to look mortality in the eye, not to be morbid, but to wake up, to remember that this isn't a dress rehearsal, that someday is shrinking by the second, and that what makes life precious is that it ends. When you face that not with panic, but with presence, you start to see the beauty in the small things. You act with more intention, you love more honestly, you live more fully, and that is the gift of remembering you won't live forever. 5. You don't need to earn rest or joy. In today's hustle culture, joy often feels like something we have to earn. We tell ourselves we'll rest after we finish the list. We'll relax once everything's done. We'll feel worthy later after we've achieved enough, proved enough, done enough. But Oliver Burkeman flips that story. He says, you're allowed to rest now. You're allowed to play, to breathe, to be without guilt. Because rest isn't a reward for productivity. It's not a luxury or a sign of laziness. It's part of being human. And if we treat joy like a prize at the end of some imaginary finish line, we'll keep pushing it further and further away. What if you didn't have to wait? What if your worth wasn't tied to how much you check off? Burkeman reminds us, life isn't a race to be won. It's a moment to be lived. And sometimes, doing nothing is exactly what you need. Reading Meditations for Mortals won't magically give you more time. It's not going to hand you the perfect morning routine or a 5-step plan to get everything done, but it will change your relationship with time, and that might be even more valuable. You'll start to see your limits not as failures, but as invitations. You'll learn to let go of unrealistic expectations. Say no without guilt or apology. Stop chasing someday and start living now. And embrace the beautiful, messy reality of being human. This isn't a how-to book. It's not here to help you conquer your schedule. It's a quiet wake-up call, a gentle reminder that this is at this moment, this life, this fleeting experience. And in its calm, compassionate voice, it nudges you to stop striving and start being. Because sometimes, the most powerful change starts with simply paying attention. So many of us are stuck in overdrive. We're trying to squeeze the most out of every second, be everything to everyone, and somehow control a life that refuses to be tamed. We chase more and more productivity, more progress, more purpose, thinking it will finally make us feel enough. But Meditations for Mortals offers a different path. It invites us to pause, to breathe, to reflect, and to gently accept that being mortal isn't some tragic limitation. It's what makes everything matter. The ticking clock doesn't have to be a source of pressure. It can be a source of clarity. Because once you remember that your time is finite, you stop wasting it on what doesn't count. You stop reaching for more and start fully arriving in now. It's not about doing more. It's about being here while we still are. Voiceover. If you found value in this video, make sure to hit subscribe for more book breakdowns and life-shifting ideas. And if this message resonated, check out our video on Burkeman's 4,000 Weeks next. It's a perfect companion to this one. Thanks for watching. Now, go live like you mean it.